just tell a little bit about myself first, okay, before getting into this. So my interest, so I've done my BTech from IIT Madras, and when I was in 2002, okay, when I was doing my BTech project, so my BTech project was about face recognition, okay, essentially. So face recognition is, the problem was like, they wanted to detect criminals in the airport, okay, and wanted to use computer vision for that, which means if the face is criminal, then the system should identify that the criminal is there, okay. And my guide told me to go and solve this problem, okay. And I'm talking about 2002, okay. And the problem was not to apply AI. The problem was there are a lot of data which is out there, obviously, which we calculated from various places, okay. To train such a model, which is a global database, the training time which was required to train that model was about 30 years, okay, on the computing which was available that time, essentially. So my thesis of that project was to cut down that training time, okay. So I worked on advanced technique of AI, wherein we cut down the database into multiple pieces and then train the base layers of the model so that we can pretty much cut down the training time. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is because how I have seen the evolution of AI. That the challenges what we had in 2002 was about training time, computing, data, and all that. Okay, which things have changed now? Why AI has been adopted more and more now? Okay, now we have got cheap computing power. We have got a lot of data coming from all over. Okay, so we have got structured data, we have got unstructured data, we have got a lot of signals coming. So I think there's a huge data which is pouring in, real-time data which is coming in, and definitely with data coming in and compute which is out there, there is definitely, with algorithms we can generate a lot of intelligence. Okay, so AI is about building that intelligence. Okay, it could be like predicting something from that intelligence, or it could be something to augment, okay, or create some similar content, which is what generative AI is all about. Okay. So now in last 4-5 years, with this data and cheap compute power which is available and advancements in technologies, and specifically talking about that transformer which Mr. Anand mentioned, right? Transformer technology is something which is built ChatGPT, and something that I'm talking about here in LLM. Okay, so LLM are these large language models wherein they have humongous data in them. They help you generate content. Okay, so the power of LLMs is much higher, okay, in terms of what they can do. They are really smart. They create content, they augment data, they generate stuff. So generative AI is very different from traditional AI, and we are going to see emergence of or merger of traditional AI with generative AI very soon. Okay, and these are some of the technical domains in AI. A good part of it's already covered, but I just want to cover it from my lens. So LLM is about large language model. Applications are chatbot, document generation, search data from knowledge base, generate content ideas. So a lot of content ideas we can generate from here. A lot of R&D or a lot of product companies like HU and all, they are generating new product ideas. They are also coming up with new designs using LLMs. Okay, and LLM is not just about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one consumer product, what everybody has already seen here. But there are lots of other models which are coming up. Google is coming up with Bard, and everybody. Okay, so out there, so LLMs are coming in market in both from enterprise world as well as open source world. Okay, and we are going to see some really powerful LLMs in coming years. Okay. Talking about NLP is mainly about understanding language. It is about text, understanding translation, sentence, similarity, question answer, summarization, text generation. Some of the applications of NLP, okay, which is used in parts, and it can be used with other AI technologies as well. Okay. Computer vision is what I was explaining you in earlier face recognition problem. So it's about images, it is about videos. So applications of computer vision include surveillance, like you can monitor and you can analyze what are the objects which are there in that picture or frame. Is there any detection which is happening out there? Is there any movement which is happening out there? Okay, comes all under computer vision. Okay, and then we have recommender systems, something like a system which recommends stuff, like in Amazon and Flipkart and Netflix. We see these are the top 10 movies you should see. Okay, it all comes, so you can actually mirror yourself when you open up Netflix, okay. So these are all recommender systems. And then we have audio generation, audio synthesis, voice cloning. You see a lot of dubbing now getting into AI, wherein we can, a lot of cloning and a lot of new content can be generated in different languages. And I'm already advising a couple of startups in that area. And then we have reinforcement learning, which is primarily gaming, robotics, self-driving cars, where there's a lot of feedback which flows through the environment, and then system adapts basis that essentially. So which is what reinforcement learning is all about. And I think we are also getting into multimodal AI, which multimodal AI is combining. It's like text, image, video, everything combined essentially. So imagine I analyze sentiment, like a brand wants to analyze sentiments of what consumers are saying on social media, and people are texting, people are also sending images, people are also doing video. So can I combine the power of all of these medias and generate intelligence out of it, is what multimodal AI is all about, okay. I can have similar applications in surveillance also. So surveillance right now is about detecting objects or detecting movements. But if there are audio signals also coming in the background, let's say somebody is moving, okay. So and a system can detect both audio as well as that movement, okay. The intelligence which comes out of that will obviously be much better, okay. And which is where I think world is going. If you see right now, ChatGPT just supports text, okay. But still there are talks which are there now, and we are getting to hear that they will also support images very soon, and then will there be power of images plus text which will come soon, okay. And then I think we'll get into multimodal, okay. So this is where future is moving, okay. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a quick snapshot of how AI can impact HR. I think it impacts the entire talent life cycle, starting from attracting the talent. Okay, so I think attracting talent has never been so fascinating now. Okay, I can attract talent from anywhere, okay, because there are jobs wherein I can find people. So talent is distributed, right? Distributed across the globe, and AI gives me that tool to attract. So how do I attract? I come out with something like powerful way of communicating what I need. Okay, so my requirements, the JDs, right? What you write, you can use AI for writing all of this. Okay, uh, and attract. So and also distribute basically your requirements and attract audience. Okay, so and then hiring. I think hiring. Screening candidates at first level, at doing video resumes, understanding the signals, understanding the emotions, all that. Okay, so there's a lot of AI which is out there now to help you, assist you in hiring and taking hiring decisions. Okay, and then once you hire, you still obviously you need to still engage that audience, right? So the person might be or candidate might be looking at multiple jobs. Okay, so how do you attract and really engage him, okay, to you? Okay, so it is almost like CRM, right? We engage our customers and get this lead, okay, and convert that lead into sales, okay. So I think that's how our traditional ATS systems are now getting into. It is becoming more CRM in nature, wherein candidates are more like your customers, okay, whom you have to really attract, okay, towards your cause. You would expose them towards what projects you are working in, what kind of people which are out there, with the policies, and so many things, okay. So it's a regular communication set path which has to be taken. And then the challenge is about managing the talent, right? Retaining the talent, developing the talent. So a lot of AI now can be used in L&D. L&D is where I can develop personalized learning paths, right? So it is not like traditional way of L&D where there are a lot of lectures which are out there and there's a class which is out there, and everybody is being given the same kind of content. Okay. Now with AI, what I can do is I can tailor-made learning paths, which means I can pretty much custom make something basis your level, your background, your preferences, your style, and all that. Okay, I can make a learning development path in such a way which is very customized, which is very personalized to your style. So this is where it can really impact L&D. Okay, and then going for adding retention and growth. Okay, so I think one big area of growth is about understanding employees, engaging them. So can I create personalized incentives? Okay, so not everybody needs the same thing, right? Somebody get attracted by, let's say, a car, okay, maybe for something big, okay, or somebody else needs something like say fatherly care or parental care, or I don't know, okay. So traditionally, the way we should design policies, incentives, perks were more generalized, but now with the AI coming in, we can pretty much tailor made these perks and incentives, okay, for employee growth. Definitely, we can hear voices of employees, like similar to how we hear voice of customers. Here, with AI, with sentiments, with a lot of messages, a lot of signals out there, we can hear, understand what employees are saying, and take decisions basis that, right? A lot of grapevine discussions, a lot of conversations which are floating on social media, a lot of other discussions which are happening. I can pretty much capture everything and understand what my employee need, and I can actually take decisions and then and take it further. Okay, so I think retention is another area where predictive analytics is used. I pretty much know that some talent, okay, which is really high performing to me, which is valuable to me, and the person is leaving because of this reason. Okay, and once I know that intelligence, obviously there is a way I can retain the candidate. Okay, so I think AI helps there as well. Okay, so I'll just touch upon few problems. I think everybody, all HRs and all HR leaders, right, are facing, right? So bias in recruitment, okay. So while recruiting, we look at the name of the person, we look at the gender, we look at the background. There are a lot of things which we look into. So there is definitely that bias which gets into it, right? So what AI can do is AI can pretty much eliminate all that. I just remove the name, it removes everything else, okay, from there, and it anonymize the entire thing, and it also helps me screen the candidates, okay. So and it just looks at projects, it looks at a lot of things where the demand of the job or the role is, okay, essentially. So with AI, I can remove literally all that biases which are out there. Definitely there is other side of bias in AI itself, okay, which is like a side effect. But I think that's like with every technology there will be like two sides. But the bias which is out there, which I think can be eliminated to a large extent with AI. Yeah, I'll just roll it, okay. So standardized, I think I've already covered this part where standardized learning and development paths are getting into personalized ones. Also this one, yeah. And I think retaining employees. So I think for me, high performing potential talent is so important to be retained. And with AI coming in, I can understand soft signals, a lot of other signals, and predict attrition and really retain talent. Okay. So I think this is what I had to talk about. I think I'll take up more in our Q&A session. Thank you.